Cause oh fucking peeing again. I did. I fucking don't care. I had an accident again.
Same thing again, Andrew?
Oh, yep. I don't want to talk, I just want to fill out a complaint. I'm scared to way you treat me. Thanks. I'll be here.
Okay.
almost done with this. Yep. Okay, I thought you had to have me sign it. Let me make sure he knows. And I'm going to take a picture of it. So, my complaint says, basically, Officer Cooper says that Thomas Ditch is my caregiver, but my caregiver is allowed to lie about me medically. It picks on me when I ask to him to fix the mistakes that prevent me from getting the medical care I need. And his lieutenant, when I went to complain about it, said I got mad and didn't get my way because my dad had an opinion of me. No, that opinion has caused me not to get help and to get picked on for being in diapers. And I don't want to be in diapers. That when I asked him to allow me to throw away my diaper shit, he said I'm not allowed to. Because he knows I'm fucking right. And he got mad at me because if he puts me on 941 for sleeping on the sidewalk out there because of my disability and inability to take care of myself, I'll go sue because they just walked themselves in a corner. Because they said for years, I don't need a caregiver and shit. But my caregiver's allowed me to run away and it's allowed to neglect my medical care because lies about me and shit. So the cops just walked themselves in a big hole. And I have that to go on YouTube. I'm done with this, guys. I want help. And I'm being neglected. And everybody allows it to do it to me. And wait till you guys hear the one comment that I have by Joe talking to Joanne Lumacusa. Oh yeah, don't worry. And Joanne was in my chat earlier, last night. Let me pause the recording to go to my recording app. You gotta sign that, right?
Yep. Is everything on here the way that you want it on here?
Yeah, including the part that, if you can't read the part that I had wrote, that you guys say that my dad is my caregiver and he's allowed to lie about me and pick
Hold
on
How do
me.
you want this to be written, or read, excuse me? Down here, where does it stop to go into this? Around this way?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys allow him to lie about me so I can't get the help I need. That's neglect. And when I ask him for help to fix it, he picks on me and intimidates me and he laughs at me because I'm making my complaint. You guys say I didn't get my way. That's my complaint. And I'll be sleeping on the sidewalk out there. And if you put me on 941 because I'm doing that, because it's not safe, I will sue you because you guys said I don't need a caregiver and I don't need any help. So you guys can't do it.
Alright. Andrew, I'm gonna read something to you, then you're gonna sign, alright?
Okay.
Alright, pursuant to section 210, 45 of the penal law of the state of New York, any incorrect or false statement attributed by you and contained herein is punishable as a class A misdemeanor. You understand that?
Yeah. Why are you being so nice to me now? You weren't
Why?
earlier.
Because I tried to talk to you earlier, and all you wanted to do was yell at me.
Because you were allowing my dad to do what he does to
Why?
me.
Because I told you it was an opinion?
Oh, yeah, well, because you allow him to neglect me, I mean.
You came in here wanting to,
I wanted to file a complaint because
Against
you
Officer
guys
Cooper,
weren't
right?
allowing him to, my caregiver
and then you
to do
started to
that.
bring up everything else in the world like you do every single
Because
time.
you guys allow my caregiver to do it.
And you wanted me to be upset
I didn't want
about
you to
the
be
fact
upset.
that he made a statement however long ago to someone that wasn't us, that made it to a doctor. And then you wanted to yell at me the entire time.
Well,
So,
because you guys
that's
don't
the end of the
think-
conversation.
Well, yeah, because you think that it's not medical neglect. And I just gave you examples how it is.
But you know, Andrew, and you and I have had many actually good
I
conversations.
think we're done with this.
Yeah,
because-
so do I.
Because you guys, you just want to make excuses for my dad's abuse. I'm scared of him. I don't want to deal with it. Sorry. Oh, can I take a picture of that?
I guess I won't.
You guys may edit it. You guys did that with my dad. That he tells the truth and can get away with it. So sorry.
Have you calmed down a little bit?
Oh, I'm upset because you guys think I found you fake. And I don't need any help.
You're the one that's telling me that, Andrew. I came out here to have a decent conversation with you. All you want to do is yell at me.
Well, you want to have a conversation with me? Then let's talk about it.
Can you do it rationally?
Yeah. Because
Can
I'm
you do it
really
without
upset.
screaming at me?
I'm hurt because I get made fun of for my needing diapers. And my caregiver can lie about it and get away with it.
Well, here, let me ask you a question real quick, alright? Why do you want 1 minute, just hear me out for like 2 seconds before interrupting, alright?
Okay,
And then please answer, is this you?
I don't know. Sorry.
Homeless Coalition?
Oh, yeah. Well, Howard, they said on the voicemail to call 211. Well, 211 can't help me because DSS says I need higher level care.
Did they give this to you on the previous shift?
Yes, you guys did, yes.
You want it?
I already called them, but yeah, I'll take it again.
Alright. Now, you and I have had this conversation how many times? Quite a few, right? And never once has it ever gotten to a point of yelling at each other like we did the first time.
Hey, I'm sorry.
So am I, Andrew. I don't like to yell at you.
I didn't like it either. That scared me.
Yeah, it wasn't fun for either one of us, dude.
But hey, you guys are not listening to me on what goes on at home. I want help.
Okay, so hear me out. This is the question I want to ask you. You want your father to help you and be your caregiver, your payee, take you to and from appointments, try to set you up with the attorney for the medical malpractice thing that you want to do, right?
Yeah.
All right, but you and him butt heads continuously. Now, hold on. I know you want to talk, so give
I
me
know.
1 second, all right?
You're right.
You
I
two
would-
are terrible for each other. Absolutely terrible for each other.
Yes.
And you've been that way for years. But you want him to be someone who cares over you, right? And manages
Lieutenant
your
Levy.
money. Hold on, give me a second, Andrew.
Okay.
Manages your money, manages your medication, manages whatever medical necessities, be it your diapers, because I don't want to refer to them as diapers, okay? Because I think it's demeaning to you.
Well, can I just say that?
Hold on, give me 1 second, then yes, please, follow up. You want him to do all this stuff for
Mhm.
you, but then it seems like when you get pissed at him, you want to take the stuff and destroy it because you're upset with Dad over whatever you guys got pissed off at each other for. And you want to take it out on the stuff that you need.
Yeah, I agree with
So-
what you just said. I wanted to say something though,
Yeah, absolutely.
that the diapers, I call them diapers because I've always called them. I don't do well with change. That's why I call them. And now I'm not a baby because I call them diapers, or the kind of diapers I wear because I want to be independent. And those diapers allow me the independence that other diapers don't. Okay? So I don't mind it, but thank you for respecting that. I don't want to be made fun of either. Thank you. Now, two, my dad did nothing to me today. I'm pissed off because I'm told I need more testing, but nobody seems to want to help me get more testing to go back to more, because Dad won't help me with the lawyer or help me with the other stuff.
So that medical malpractice thing is the thing that's holding you up.
Yes, I talked to Disability Rights New York twice yesterday about my situation. And they don't do medical malpractice because that's not the area law they practice in. I was given a few lawyers a call here in Buffalo. Brown Carey's one of them. He's already said he can't help me, conflict of interest. Plus he says I don't have capacity, I would need my dad to do it. My dad doesn't want to do it, so I was told by a few other lawyers to call. One of them I've not tried yet, and that's Lucy Gaji Law Firm. So I was hoping Dad would help me because everybody referred me to him, including Brown Carey, because he's a small law firm practice.
Is Dad willing to go back on those statements that he made though?
He has made the request to ECMC to fix it, and they refuse it. That's where it's malpractice. So,
Is that doctor still working there?
Dr. Cummings, yes.
And he won't change whatever he wrote in the charts?
No, Henry Hepner's even tried it. So we could be gratitude. Dr. Cummings is also part of the evaluation for my OPWD thing, as part of why I'm not getting help. He's actually on the OPW advisory and eligibility committee. As one of the doctors says I fake. And this is the problem I'm having. I don't want to be autistic. And I get mistreated whenever I go for help. And I get frustrated. It's like, I can't get the help I need and nobody's listening. And then, like what happened earlier, I felt like I was being ignored, so was getting upset, and I'm sorry. I don't like it. It frustrates me. And thank you for being somewhat patient with me on that, because it hurts me to yell at you guys and have frustration on this. And I don't want to do that, but I get so frustrated because nobody's listening to me. And all I do is go to Dad after coming home, after coming here to talk to you guys about this. Because earlier, what upset me, it was trying to cancel everything because I can't get help. So why bother having Medicaid and Social Security disability if I can't get the help I need? And Dad doesn't.
Just 1 second, they're inside the building.
Oh. And, but, it's frustrating. But the whole point is, there's two ways to go about doing this. More testing, or go for malpractice.
So hold on, but I thought you had to get that medical malpractice thing done to get the new testing complete.
Well, the malpractice was because the doctor failed to diagnose me as suburban adult services.
Okay, all right, so they're completely separate. You're going after one end.
Well,
and you still have
also
the
because
possibility-
ECMC was part of this too at Dr. Cummings. So there's actually two people involved. If that makes sense.
Got it.
And I'm frustrated because I made a horrible mistake by saying I want discharge from my primary care doctor, my counselor. Because they're trying to help me because I'm so frustrated out of this process. And I don't want to lose them because of not being able to get the help I needed. They want to help me. And I made a bad choice, and that was really what upset me a lot. Because I know I made the horrible mistake. But the whole point is, I'm getting so frustrated because nobody seems to be listening to me when I go asking for legal advice or how to fix this issue. And then when I go asking for it, I get frustrated. And then today I didn't get help from Dad taking my medicine this morning. So I
Hold
did.
on, and just, I don't mean to cut you off. Hold on 1 second.
Received a call 305 Rogers. Caller believes somebody's in his house with some.
I'll be right back.
In his bedroom.
This is the conversation I wanted to have earlier, but I have a hard time doing it for some reason. Because it's so frustrating for me. It's difficult. And then Dad talks to people about me. And then they go around bullying me online.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this whole thing is a shit show. Nobody's listening to me about my concerns, and then I'm the one who has to suffer. I mean, my counselor says they can't even help me. 'Cause I have autism. They don't work with autism. But they won't help me with getting the doctors who can. And I get frustrated. And then I get discharged because of all this. And then I get frustrated because I'm stuck in the same issue. And I want to be able to work. I want to be able to be independent as possible. And I want to make friends and show interest in others that I don't know how. It isolates me and then people ignore me because I need this help. But because I can repeat NYCRR 18 491.9 section C, D, and E or something like that for why I can't get a shelter. That's on my DSS denials. I'm told I don't need help because I can repeat that. Because I can go repeating why I use the AC, why my doctors say I'm incontinent, why I have issues with my emotional regulation, which is the same reason why I'm incontinent. The same reason why I don't have recognition of cold. And why I'm very sensitive to heat. And the same reason why I sweat too much even when I'm cold. That's part of my interest of the sensory processing issue. That's part of my autism. My doctors have been saying that one sense caused my continence, my emotional regulation, my difficulties with GI, the problems regulating one more problem. My body temperature is lower than normal. And I have a body regulation temperature issue. That's part of my autism. But everybody says I fucking fake. That one sense.
Which
What?
sentence?
The sense is the interoceptive sensory issue. And the reason why I have trouble crossing the street is because of my visual processing issue, the visual sensory issue. The sensitivity to light, the sensitivity to noise, the difficulty knowing how far away a car is and where it's coming from and how fast it's going. And the headlights make it hard for me to cross the street. And bright lights and then the loud noises that could trigger me to run away into the car, and then my proprioceptive sense that makes it hard for me to know where things are around me, that I trip over things or I get too close to things, and that's also why I can't cook properly, because when I did work, I burnt myself or cut myself a lot when I was working at McDonald's and stuff. That's why I was really not allowed to use like the knives or the fryers because of that. But this is frustrating for me. That's why Wendy's always had me on the closing shift to do the cleaning stuff because I was burnt myself. I had more accommodations at Erie County Holding Center that I don't have outside of jail. I had ABA therapy at the holding center that I can't get outside of jail without OPWDD or going to school. I'm not in school. I'm too old for it. That has helped me more than the mental health therapy, like speech and OT. The problem is I can't get access to those because Dad won't take me to speech or OT or PT to help me my sensory issue 80 hours. And then I can't get home care because they say the house is not safe for them to help me because of the hoarding and the hole in the floor. And then I'm stuck without assistance. And everybody holds me from my potential. And then when I go to the hospital, I repeat what all these doctors say, all these professionals say. And then when I go to get the testing done the last time in January, I'm able to repeat all the medical issues and the past testing I had done and why I have these issues and stuff, because I'm able to repeat that. I don't get a diagnosis and they leave that blank so I can't get the help. I can't help that Dr. Temple Grandin has autism and can repeat things and is an autism advocate. The writer, and she's aware of her autism symptoms. And then the writer of the book called The Reason I Jump, it was 13 years old, can't speak, severe autism. And he's more aware of his autism symptoms and how his caregivers and professionals get overwhelmed and burdened from him that I don't even know. But when I repeat things or things that I am aware of, I'm told I fake. I look up autism fake because people like Officer Kraft and Officer Bentley had made statements and I uploaded on YouTube. And then everybody thinks I'm fake because of that. And because I asked Dad to help me with the statements that him and Mom made to other doctors at ECFC that are being used to deny me help. And to protect me when you guys come out, because technically he should be taking my medicines from me so I don't throw them away. He should be medicating me because my doctor's been saying that. And technically I'm not allowed to run away because Dad is supposed to protect me from that. Because it's not safe for me to cross the streets and stuff. But he's not doing that to protect me. Instead, he goes at me when I ask him for this help. And then people say I'm coaching him and I'm wanting my way and stuff. So I can't get the help I need. And then they say that I'm trying to get my way and force Dad to do doing a fetish and shit. And I can't take it. Because nobody's listening to me. I seriously cannot take care of myself. And I need help. And it's not that I don't want to do things. I need help doing things. I used to be able to work and do things when I had people take care of me. And I want to be able to do that again. And because my dad fights me on it, it works me up to the point where I get so upset. I call you guys all the time. And he makes me look like I didn't get my way and I didn't want it my way and I want things right now and there. And that's not what I want.
You're getting yourself worked up.
I'm sorry.
I know. You're getting
It's
yourself worked up.
frustrating because people say that I want my way when I want it. The little point is, Dad, when can you help me with the lawyer? This is a time-sensitive thing. Dad, when can you do some of this stuff to help me?
Can you do anything as far as scheduling an appointment online
For what?
for the attorney? Or is it all by phone?
It has to be done by my dad.
Alright.
That's the whole point.
When you talk to him, you talk to him today?
Yeah.
Alright.
Dad knows that I've been
How did
needing
it go?
one. He worked me up. So when you guys gave me this to cry call, I walked home, and Dad worked me up when I asked him for that help. And he wouldn't go help me, and I got even more frustrated. So I came back here and I had that yellow match with you, if you remember.
Oh, I believe
And then I wish I had the ability to communicate like this with you because you would have been able to help me more. And the problem is, I hate myself because I have the hard time communicating. My dad then worked me up when I asked him for that help, and he started saying to me, "No, I'm not doing that. Joanne said that I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. It's not right because it's lying. It's my opinion and stuff." And even before that, before I came over to talk to you, he started saying that I could cross streets, I could do this, I could do that. So I called the police to ask for help to get my medicine thrown away. And Officer Cooper refused me that, which is frustrating because one minute I could do that, the next minute I can't do that. And it confuses me. And then it frustrates me because where's my caregiver allowed to do this to me so I can't get help? And it frustrates me. Because then I get scared about not getting help I need. Then I go get frustrated And then I come here, get upset, talk to you, and I go back home asking Dad again, can you help me, this, that. When he brought dinner for him, my brother. So, I didn't ask him for dinner because I was so all worked up because of this. But it wasn't that his fault, so I probably wasn't able to eat because of being worked up. So he's not neglecting me there. But the point is, got upset with me, and I asked him, well, Dad, can you please help me? This is why I'm not getting help. I tried showing him the information that I was trying to show you, for why I'm not getting help and stuff with ECFC at the super stove. So I tried showing him that. And Dad was getting upset with me. That's not malpractice. I said, Dad, it is because I can't get medical care because of it. And it's caused me head injuries, skin infections, big diaper shape, without services, without a job, without housing, and without anything. And everybody fights me and it caused me the emotional suffering because of it. Yes, Dad, the doctors are making mistakes on medical errors because of things that you have said. And what people have said that I fake and stuff. And that's why, Dad. And that's not fair. You're hurting me from getting the help I need. And he said, well, you didn't get what you want, so you're a crazy man and all this stuff and making fun of me and stuff. And I got frustrated. So that's when I called you guys back. Officer Cooper came back and then I came back to talk to you and I got upset with you and then we went back and forth with this. This is ongoing. He makes me feel like I am crazy, mentally unstable. He wants me seen that way. And he also wants me seen as that I didn't get my way. Or when I want it, when I'm just asking. I know you can't get a lawyer at 11 o'clock at night. I just wanted to know when. He won't tell me when. He fights me on asking me for this help. And I get so frustrated. And then everybody uses that I didn't get my way shit. I'm sick of it.
So here we go, let's set up a game plan now.
It's holding me from getting help.
But hear me out.
Yeah.
You want to be able to talk to this lawyer, you want to be able to set up a consultation, right?
Yeah.
Alright. You know you gotta do that during business hours. I know tonight you tried to ask for a timeline from your father and he was getting pissed off at you. I get that, okay?
And then he was
What
picking on me.
What time do you plan on waking up in the morning?
I need help waking up.
Well, what time does somebody usually wake you up at?
Dad is supposed to help me wake up.
About what time? Ballpark?
And usually I've been having a really hard time sleeping at night because my back has been hurting me a lot.
Why, are you still sleeping in that recliner?
No, I sleep on the floor because it's I can't really sleep in the recliner because it's too hard for me to sleep. Plus it's falling apart.
Oh, it's fallen
But-
apart for the last couple of years.
But
That's
the
why I
whole
was
point
asking.
is I have nowhere to sleep other than the floor. My doctor's ordered a medical bed, but my dad won't clean up a spot for me to have that bed.
What do you plan on putting it? In the living
The
room?
whole point is I don't have any spot for it. And the doctors want me to have a bedroom, but they don't want to help me clean. Which is why you guys referred the APS to the house. Because the big problem is with my behaviors is I asked to help Dad to help for cleaning. You still have a hard time sorting, organizing, planning, and problem solving, which frustrates me.
Realistically, what you guys need to do is get a dumpster and throw out half the stuff in there.
Yeah, yes, because the city doesn't want it all at once.
Well, it's just a big thing that you guys got a ton of stuff in the house.
Yeah,
So it'd probably be easier, but costly, and I don't know that you and your father can do it without being at each other's throats.
and I need his help to do it with me. And he doesn't want to help me because he'd rather do it himself. And this is the whole point I'm going through. I mean,
So
So-
hypothetically, if you were to get up around 11 tomorrow, is that something that's reasonable?
yeah,
Alright.
I mean,
Now,
here's,
But you gotta start a conversation with your father that's reasonable and rational.
I
Don't go up and demand.
I have tried that with him, and he fights me on it, and it gets me frustrated because then I get upset, and then I get frustrated.
I know, but he's gotta be willing
to go back on whatever he said in those documents.
He has, and that's why
Okay.
it's malpractice on UCMC.
If he's willing to do that, then you have to say, hey, Dad, listen, I'm trying to get into this other round of testing, or I'm trying to make this one go through. We need this to happen. Are you still willing to do this? Okay, let's sit down and let's knock this out. Let's call this call this attorney and set up a consultation.
Yeah,
And then we can see what we can do.
yeah,
But you have to do it the way that you and I are talking now. You can't do it how you and I talked a couple hours ago.
yes. And I also need Dad and APS to help me, my doctors, that I try canceling because I'm so frustrated on this. Because it seems like no matter what I do, I'm not gonna get help.
Well, the way that you go through doctors, just in the time that I've known you, that's only been a little over a decade.
Well,
You're
yeah.
gonna run out of doctors in this area.
Well, I know that the medical doctors have always discharged me because of many other things, not just what I do. I've went, like for example, the one person who bullied me online that was part of the text message in 2019 that I tried sounding smart that got arrested for, Joella Macusa. She went to my doctor, Populous at Buffalo Medical, to say that he wasn't treating my autism and mistreated me, and I got discharged.
I was gonna say, I thought she was your ally.
No, she's not. Trust
Anymore,
me.
but she started off that way, right?
She started off that way, and then I trusted her, and I kept trusting her to be involved in my health care, and I kept on getting into it, where finding out she kept doing this behind my back, and I haven't even had contact with her, and she keeps doing this.
Got it.
And this is, and I don't even know if she's doing it still, except for Joe tonight made a statement. She talked to her and has been talking to her about this shit. And I had a screenshot earlier in my live stream. She was in my live stream earlier last night when I was talking to the other lieutenant.
Oh, she was watching it?
Yeah, I made a comment. That's how I know she's still involved, even though I don't talk to her.
Is that part of that subscription?
What?
Your YouTube thing?
She just started watching the live stream and making a comment. That's all I know.
Do people get notified when you start?
I don't know.
Yeah, do I? That's why I asked.
Only if you're subscribed to my channel.
That's what I mean, like if she is a subscriber and you shotgun blast this out the internet, she
Yeah.
knows, well, she might click on it then.
You know something? When I made a complaint about one of her other friends that caused a lot of problems, Erica Rodman, who said, I don't have autism, I refuse help, I am not incontinent, and I refuse help, I refuse group homes and stuff, that I never was in group home, or never of a group home, but she was another advocate that knew one another, that's Dan Reinbold's friend. Well, I found out from somebody that she's an advocate for people with disabilities at town Amherst. Made a complaint about what she's been doing all along with me. Even when there was a stay away order, she was still violating it and harassing me, and made a bunch of complaints about me and the Independent Living Center, which is the big reason why Independent Living Center won't help me, because she caused a lot of issues. And there's issues because she and Joanne accused my caseworker Juice of dictating my diagnosis and refusing, and accusing her to ordering my parents to lie for me and stuff, to multiple medical providers and stuff, which is why I'm not getting the help I need. Because we'll be able to use that as fraud and
And that
not
all
worth their
comes off
question.
of the stuff from, that you post online?
well, no, not all of that, but some of it, yes.
Andrew, I told you a billion times, you open yourself up to Pandora's box when you put that stuff.
And then people make rumors about me, like being an ex-offender and stuff when I'm not. All these other stuff that people.
It's internet trolls, they're being assholes to you, but you're giving them the ammunition.
That's what people say, and that's why I'm done with this. I'm sorry. Dad.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to help expose the creature. And remember, Andrew Ditch fakes autism.